Hello, Bars Edge Trader here. Um, we're going to demonstrate how to use the Ovrlord web app. Currently, what you see here is a Ninja Trader chart. I have ES. It's April the 8th, 2026, Wednesday. And ES is motoring right along at 68.10. And so if I drag the web app on in here and I take a look at ES, it says we confirmed, enter, zone is extreme, the edge is 49%, distance from resistance is 6, distance from support is 6.5. Strong short, high edge, intense short strength, inner near short resistance. Okay, so I got some indicators here. I have down below, I have the ATR, average true range, and I typically do my setup for my ATM. If we take a quick look here, it's stop loss 32, profits 48, roughly 50% more than the stop loss. 8, so 4 times 8, it's 886 now, but anyway, 4 times 8 is 32. My stop loss is 32 ticks. And 50% more would be 48. So that's how I set it up. I looked at the average true range to make it easy. And then I have 50 EMA. And it's just kind of giving me an idea, hey, if we're going up or are we going down? Are we trending? What are we doing? And now I threw some lines in here. So these lines are support and resistance. So if I take a look, I got distance from resistance is 7. And distance from support is 5.5. So I need to go up just a little bit here. So there's roughly 7, and 5.5 would be roughly right about there. So there's my support and my resistance. And take a look here. ES is still caution, and now it says avoid. And my edge is only 49%, and so I would sit here and wait. I would not be entering. I would wait. You know what? Maybe ES isn't that great, but also I am pretty aggressive trader, so I would also have NQ, RTY, YM, GC, SI. Silver's not currently running. So you can see the last update was April 2nd, so it's right in the middle of its change. We have oil. Oil is really crazy right now, everybody knows, and we have Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I would have all those running at the same time. I'd just have them on tabs, and I would set them up all very similar to this. And I would throw on an ATR. I would put my support and resistance in, and I would have an EMA give me an idea, and I'd be watching my Ovrlord and looking at, where it's saying to go. And the other thing, one of the real things I'd be looking at is my edge. So even though it says confirm and enter, but my edge is only 50%. It's 50-50 whether I'm going to make some money on that or not. I like my edge being a little bit higher. I like 55% on the edge. The other thing I take a look at is you see the distance of support is 0. So this thing is bouncing. There's gold right now is bouncing off the support side. So I would definitely be shy on that. Now we have on ES is confirmed, but see, zone is still extreme. So it's in an extreme zone. I would not be doing it. I'd wait for it to get the low zone or an A and a B zone. Again, you can find all kinds of information about zones. You can plug them in. You can use a VWAP to give you kind of an idea what a zone is. There's a number of different indicators that can show you zones. This is based off of pricing zone, so where volumes had the most action. Anyway, still looking here, and nothing's going on there. I think right now you can take a look. They're all saying extreme, so we have a bunch of stuff going on. I think the only one I would probably be looking at would be gold. So I'd probably jump into gold and I would wait for this edge to get a little bit higher because pretty much it's in a nice low zone. The only thing that scares me with gold is the distance to support. It's banging off of support. And see, it's calling for an inner long. So it knows that we're banging off of support. So I hope this helps. I hope everybody get kind of an idea. You don't have to have a ton of indicators. I just use the ATR to give me a good idea again on how to do my setup for that particular moment in time. I do like having support and resistance. I follow that a lot. The AI has definitely helped there. And I like having an EMA. It really gives me confidence on which way it's going. I mean, if the trend shows that it's going low, I am not going to buy high unless I got a call for a reversal. I would still be playing that. And here we are. We're going to break through. And also we're at 9:25 in the morning. So another thing is that's a 50-50. Will we have a breakthrough or a bounce? Now later on in the day, it's 80% likelihood it's going to bounce. I would play a long, but anyway. So I hope this helps. Hope you give you an idea of how to use it, and always happy trading. Thank you.